What's good, good people? What's good? Coming to you guys again for another late night Amazon talk. Hopefully, everybody had a blessed day today, right? I'm checking to make sure I'm live. I'm trying to go live on Facebook too, so y'all bear with the guy here. But again, if it's your first time tuning in here, my name is Travis Cooper. I'm the creator of Amazon Made Easy, the program that gives you the blueprint. Gives the blueprint to everyday working people. If you're looking to make an extra 30 to 50K per month while working at your 9 to 5, you can implement this program. Um, about a 5 hour a week investment, 5 to 7 hours, and it should increase your bottom line. So today I wanted to talk about the 5 elements of finding a profitable product on Amazon, right? Because we know that that is a key to being successful in the business. So I got my notes here. The first element of finding a profitable product on Amazon is demand, right? So we need to make sure the product does have some type of demand. Now, a big mistake that new entrepreneurs or just people in general, they'll come to me and they'll say, hey, I have a product already. Can you help me sell it? Right. And that's a no-no, right? That's a no-no. You need to start with what's in demand first. Start with the demand. Look like I was frozen for a minute. Start with the demand first, and then we want to reverse engineer, because I said it on the Instagram reel a little while back, is that we make business a lot harder than it needs to be, right? Business doesn't have to be hard, but if we start with the product first, it is going to make it extremely hard. We don't want to do that, right? I want to make business as easy as possible. So to do that, you can go and source, right? And source just means find or locate uh products that's already in demand, right? You want to find something that's already selling. And all we're going to do is buy it on a discount. That's as simple as this business model is. We're going to buy it at a discount and put it on on Amazon, right, on the platform, because Amazon already has the attention. So the money formula, shout out to JT and Laptop Millionaire, is money equals leverage times value. I'm gonna say that again. So money equals, this is the formula, leverage times value. So what's the leverage, Travis? So the leverage is Amazon. Amazon already has all the attention. People are running to Amazon with their debit card out, with their credit card out, and they're ready to spend money, right? So um it makes it easy. The leverage is already there. I think Amazon is not, I know, according to statistics, Amazon is responsible for over 60% of all e-commerce sales. So over 1 out of 2, anything that's going on online, they're getting it off of Amazon. So if you're a new seller, you're new to e-commerce, it makes it a lot easier when you have a plug and play system, right? You don't have to worry about any marketing, any advertisement, because we're just listing stuff that people was buying anyway, right? We're finding it undervalued and putting it where all the attention is, right? Before you can get sales, you have to have attention. And Amazon has already built that attention, and they have that like, know, and trust over the years, okay? All right, so the demand has to be there. All right, the next thing, and that would be the case. Soon as I jump on here, my notes will go away. Y'all give me 1 second here. Uh, all right, I'm sorry, y'all. So the next thing would be profit margins here, right? So whenever we're purchasing, you can use a software such as Scout IQ. You can use SellersAmp. Another one is AMZ Scout. You can input the cost, right? The cost of whatever the product that you're buying, and it is like a profit calculator. It's going to tell you exactly what the net profit is at the end of the day. So put in that buy cost. You don't have to guess. So if you're not good with math, it's okay, right? You don't have to be the greatest with math. The software that people already set up, all you do is input your buy cost. If you're buying it for $8, let's say you're selling it for $30, it's going to give you a full breakdown, because we don't want to sell any products where we're taking a loss, right? We want to make money. I want to put more money inside Pocket National Bank, and you don't want to be in the red. So softwares make it easier. Make sure your ROI, or your return on investment, is worth your time, right? So if you want 100% ROI, or 100% return on investment, in simple math, that just means that if you're putting $10 into a product, after you sell it, you're getting $20 back. So everything you're putting in, you get on the back end. You invest 100 into a product, you get 200 back. So you get your 100 and you make 100 on the back end, right? 50%. 50% ROI would be half of that. If you spend 100, you're going to get 50 back, right? So make sure the profit margins are in line, because we're not trying to be hustling backwards. We're trying to put more money inside Pocket National Bank. Okay, and my screen just went crazy. I don't know why my notes keep going away, y'all. Y'all, give me 2 more seconds. All right, so the next one I have down here is Mr. Freedom. What's good with you? Yeah, I'm getting back on the scene. I appreciate you tuning in to this late night Amazon talk. I have another video that I'm dropping in the morning at around 10:15. So that's scheduled. So I'm gonna get back on and stay on this YouTube, this grind, man, trying to give y'all more information. So hey, just let me know if it's anything, any topics you want to hear from me, let me know. And hey, we'll get in the lab and cook them up. I appreciate you being here with me. All right. So the next thing is competition, right? So competition on specific listing. Now, this can be a big factor, but it doesn't have to be, right? If we're buying, what do you mean by that, Travis? You're confusing me, right? Competition, right? If it's a lot of sellers on the listing, can I still make money? I would say yes, because I buy like that all the time. Let's say it's 50 or 60 sellers on the listing. If you can source, again, the word source that we use on Amazon, or if you're in the reselling community or you're selling anything, sourcing just means finding or locating products. So if we're able to find those products at a price that makes sense, I don't care how many people are on the listing, especially. So let's say, for example, right? We're selling iPhones, right? And it's hundreds of sellers on the listing. If we're getting the iPhones for $5 or $10, I don't even know what the latest number they're on, like maybe 14 or so. But if we getting the iPhone 14 for $1 or $2, I'm definitely picking them up, because I know that I purchased, or I bought in, I made my money. It's almost like real estate. You make your money when you buy, right? So if you get a great deal, definitely take advantage of it, right? It doesn't matter how much competition. Now, on the other hand, if you're buying close to market value, let's just say they selling for $1,300-$1,400, and you buying it right at $1,300-$1,400, and it's a lot of sellers on the listing, competition would then play a big factor, because we know the more supply, right, the lower the demand, right? Because it's a lot, right? It's economics, right? So the higher the supply, the lesser the demand. So if you guys are looking at that keeper graph, when the sellers or the amount of offers on a listing on Amazon is high, you will usually see the price dip down, right? And once those sellers or the offer count is low, that price usually goes up. So it's basic supply and demand. So competition can be a deal, can be a big element, depending on what you buy it for. But it's something that you definitely need to keep your eye on if you're buying close to market value. All right, the next thing is availability. You guys know I'm all about making it easy. I don't like to make business hard at all. I want to make it as easy as possible, so that you can scale and take it to the next level. So availability. are you able to continuously source this product, right? Are you able to keep finding it? Because at the beginning you may be doing one-offs or one and dones, but after a while you need to get to a point where you can consistently source, here's that word again, source or find those products, so you can make money. And I like to build, I teach my students to build a master list, right? What's the master list? That is a list of products you can continuously keep sourcing, right? So that you don't have to get into the day-to-day grind of finding a new product every week or every other day. You want to get that master product list, right? That's going to help you take it to the next level. And it's going to make it easier, because all you will do is continue to keep buying. You're going to build your list out. Maybe it's a couple hundred, or if you get bill it to a couple thousand, you're definitely in the money, because you'll just keep replenishing your list. You're just going to keep buying these products over and over, and yeah, you'll be able to scale and really take it to the next level. So availability is something that I always like to look at also. The next one is trends, right? And you can basically look at all of this stuff right there from the Keeper app. You guys know I always say that is essential if you're doing online arbitrage. And I'm gonna share this comment. Shout out again to Mr. Freedom there for sure. I appreciate you tuning in late night on this Amazon talk. So trends, right? So again, kind of piggybacking off of what I was saying earlier, um the trends will be the price. You're going to look and see, is the price increasing or decreasing, or is it straight or plateaued across the timeline. Also, you want to look at the number of offers. So in Keeper, the number of offers is the number of sellers, right? The amount of sellers. What is it doing? Is it again trending up? Is it going up? Is it increasing or decreasing? Because that's going to tell you whenever your product, if you're sending it in to FBA or fulfillment by Amazon. Of course, we know that's the more passive way to sell on Amazon or run your business on Amazon. Amazon is going to handle all the picking, the packing, the customer service, and the returns. If you're doing it that way, that's going to give you almost like a future, or you're pacing yourself to see what it's going to be like once it's active in Amazon's inventory and in their warehouse, right? So definitely keep an eye on the trends, because if the price is tanking, excuse me, or trailing down, and the amount of seller is going up, you might want to stand back from that particular product till you see what it's going to do. Right now, if you still can sell it at a price that's profitable, and again, if you sourced it for little to nothing, go ahead with your bad self, go ahead and do it. But if not, and you're paying close to that market value, you want to step back a little bit. So yeah, man, I wanted to definitely come back and connect with my late night people, and just share some game. Again, shout out to Mr. Freeman tuning in, and the couple other viewers. I see y'all didn't leave a comment. But yeah, guys, so I want to keep coming back and adding valuable videos. Again, another one will be dropping in the morning. I think it's scheduled at 10:15 a.m. or either 10:30. It's going to be on the 5 common mistakes that new Amazon sellers make. And if you guys are looking for that financial freedom vehicle, right? This is the one, right? This is the one. And I know I am biased because it helped me escape my 9 to 5 back in 2015 now. So it's been a little while, almost 8 years. I've been full time, but I've been on Amazon since 2010. And just thank God for developing this system, this blueprint where I can control my time, right? Because I think for us, the ultimate goal is to buy your time back, right? So no matter what the vehicle is, no matter if it's real estate, no matter if it's you in the stock market, like, we don't want to trade our time for money. I'm gonna keep honing in on that, because a lot of people, at least I did at the beginning, um I was just comfortable on making money, right? I wasn't thinking about trading my time for money. But remember, time is your most valuable asset, right? You're gonna keep hearing me say that. So if time is my most valuable asset, which is finite, because it's only a limited amount of time. Once I throw my time away or trade my time for money, I never get that back. But money, we look at it and we hold it as a high value. I would rather save what, at least at one time, I would say I would rather save money. Excuse me, y'all. I would save money um rather and use my time, right? I thought money was super, super valuable. I'm like, man, I can't make that. I don't mind working overtime. I'm going to try to run up this bag, right? So we need to reel it back and put it in perspective that, hey, no matter how bad it seems, you can always make more money. So how can we buy more our time back? How can we spend it doing the things we want to do, spending it with our family, and make disconnect our time from our money, right? We don't want to definitely we don't want to exchange the two, because that's why your boss or the owner of the company is willing to pay you a rate for your time, because they know no matter what they pay you, and this is a gym, no matter what they pay you, they're winning at the end, because your time, they're using your time as a product. Okay. They're using your time as a product. So they at the house, they chilling, they on vacation, they're spending the time with their family, enjoying their life, and they're using your time for money, right? They're using your time. Even if it's overtime and you getting paid time and a half, it's still not your um worth what they paying you, right? You're valued more than that. And once you really hone in on your time being much more valuable than money, then it changes your mindset, right? You're not willing to settle. And let me preference this, right? Is absolutely nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5, because the ultimate goal or the ultimate sign of success is whenever you're happy. So if you're okay with working a 9 to 5, salute to you. You definitely won the game. You in the game. But for me, I like to value my time, and I hate to exchange that time for money. So I'm always looking for ways and teaching other people how to disconnect the two, right? You definitely, because it's really a trap for real. And that's why they call it the rat race. To me, it's a trap, because again, you're trading that your most valuable asset for a piece of paper, right? For a piece of paper, something that they put a number on and they deem this as valuable. But they printing it every day, right? They printing it like, okay, it's just moving some numbers around in your bank account, right? It just comes up as digits. So once you move out of that mindset and you move as, a, my time is valuable and I'm only going to spend my time doing A, B, C, and D, you will realize that the game is to build Harlem Street. What's going on with you? I got some of my family came in the room here on my late night Amazon rant here. I appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, y'all. So I was just talking about disconnecting our time from money and using Amazon as a financial freedom vehicle, right? How can that be that vehicle for you? Because I think a lot of the times people get caught up, with the type of vehicle. And for me, to be honest with you guys, I never thought that I would be. Oh, I'm glad you enjoying Florida down there. Hopefully, you guys have some great weather down there. Let me show the comment. I'm kind of new to StreamYard. Enjoy Florida. I appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully, you're having a great time. I think you said your family is located down there. Um, oh man, I had a brain freeze, y'all. What was I going to talk about? Disconnecting your time from money. I think that's what I was on. So for me, again, like I was saying before, I would try to save more money, right? And I would spend more time. But once you realize and you have that mindset, then man, it's going to change the game. You're constantly going to be looking for ways on where you can always save your time and spend, especially when you get older. Some of you guys probably younger than me in your 20s, but once you start to get in your 30s, you're like, man, how can I save my time? I only want to spend the time doing the things that I want to do and with who I want to spend it with, right? you get a little bit selfish. So the game is to run up that passive income. Oh, and this is what I was going to get to earlier. Um, I think people get caught up with the vehicle, right? So for me, again, the ultimate goal was to buy my time back. Now, as long as it's legal and it's ethical, I don't mind the vehicle as much. I know some people I come across, they're like, well, I don't want to sell on Amazon, or I don't want to do e-commerce, which is completely fine. But and again, to be 100% transparent, like as far as selling media, I never thought in a million years, like selling DVDs, selling books, selling video games, just selling anything in general on Amazon was going to be my vehicle to financial freedom. Like, it's no way I would have guessed that. Like, what? I mean, when people that I grew up with see, well, okay, you doing this. I say you doing this off of social media. Like, it's no way, right? But I wasn't so concerned with the vehicle. As long as it was legal, as long as it was ethical, I was concerned with something that would allow me to buy my time back. And I'm dropping a video again, guys. I mentioned this a few times earlier, at around 10:15, 10:30, talking about the common mistakes. So one of the common mistakes that people that DM me and ask me about is they get caught up, and I was this way too. You get caught so much on your passion that, and this is going to be controversial, right? They stuck in their passion, and they lose picture of, especially if you're trying to make money. The worst thing you can do on Amazon is go with your passion without doing market research. So I'm not telling you don't work inside of your passion. That is not what I'm saying. Let me try to clarify this a little bit. You can work in your passion, but do market research first. Why am I saying that, right? So I'm not sure what mark this was in. It's probably at the 8, 9, 10 minute mark. Um, Never create a product without doing market research. That was point or element number one. Make sure it's in demand, because people will come to me, they lost tens of thousands of dollars. What they did was, let's say, for example, I still have a passion for basketball, right? Okay, let's just say I want to create, I don't know, this new invention for basketball, right? I hadn't tested the market yet, but I like basketball. And I said, hey, you know what? Is the players would look pretty cool if they had some kind of sweat thing around their neck. You're absolutely welcome, Mr. Freedom. I'm glad you was here from the beginning, man. I appreciate you still being on. So let's say I'm gonna give y'all a real example, right? So my passion is basketball, right? Hopefully y'all following me. And I say, hey, it'll be cool if I can get the middle school kids, the high school kids, collegiate level, and the professional. They gonna start wearing this new trend around their neck, right? That's my passion. I hadn't asked anybody, would that be beneficial? I hadn't did anything. I go to Alibaba, so that's a manufacturer over there in China, and I go get 10,000 of these things made for $3 a piece. So I'm like, man, this is my passion. You know, it's gonna happen. This is my passion. This is stuff that I see through my business consultations, right? So I'm already 30,000 in the hole, right? I'm 30,000 in the hole before I even did any market research, right? And then this is what's gonna happen. I've seen it happen many a times, right? I'm saving you money. If you ain't did this yet, hopefully you didn't do this, right? Because I'm saving you money. So you go and you list it. First thing they do is try to list it on their own website, Shopify, right? They figure out that, hey, just because you list it on the platform, it doesn't mean anybody who's going to buy it, right? You might share it on your social media. You might get a couple of family members, maybe a friend or two to buy it, but that you don't have the traffic. So what do you need if you put it on your own website? You then try to run ads, right? Ads cost more money because people don't know your brand. They don't like, know, and trust you. And people only buy from people they like, know, and trust. So you get bogged in that. You spend another $5,000-$10,000 on ads. Then you say, hey, you come to me and you say, hey, well, you know what? People buy off Amazon all the time. They think it's like some magic formula. Hey, I'm just gonna list it on Amazon, and man, I'm about to make tens of twenties of thousands of dollars a month, hundreds of $1,000 because this thing is my passion, right? You put it on Amazon, and guess what? Crickets. I can't make the cricket sound, but I wish I had some sound effect. Absolute cricket. Nobody is buying it, right? And the common thread is because you didn't do market research. That makes, and I was guilty. I didn't spend that much at first, but I was guilty at the beginning of my entrepreneurship journey, and those businesses fail where I created the product first, right? I created the product first, right? It's so much easier. And if people, the easiest way to do it, if you're speaking on something and they say, hey, can you teach me how to do this? Or you need to write a book, or I wish you could, teach me how to do this. Then you have that demand. Some people are already asking you for it, right? And you have that value when people are willing to pay you for something, right? You have something that they want, right? And again, shout out to JT. He always talks about in the Millionaire Laptop that the formula for money is L times V. What's L times V? Is not Louis Vuitton. That was a little cheesy joke, y'all, but it is leverage times value, right? Leverage times value. And the thing about Amazon, they already again have a lot of attention, right? They have hundreds of millions of dollars per day, people running there with their credit card out, and it makes it easier if we have a valuable product. What's value? Something somebody is willing to exchange their money for, right? So it has to be in demand, because if we're calculating how to make money, if the product, remember I was talking about my neck, whatever it is, a neck, something sweat for your neck. It doesn't have any value because nobody told me. Remember, I didn't go ask anybody. I went and said, hey, I'm going to create this and I'm going to try to force it. Oh man, that's going to give you a lot of headaches trying to force something down somebody's throat, right? And they all adults. You 9 times out of 10 with the internet the way it is, you already know what you're going to buy before you get in the store. At least I do. All right. The salesman come up to you, you're like, yeah, I already did my research. I want the black and gold one, the one over there, right? You read all the reviews on it, you know the size that you want. So selling really doesn't work, right? They gotta already want it, they gotta already see the value in it. So for me, I'm not the smartest businessman, so I'm thinking, hey, how can I get sales, right? All I'm going to do is get or find the products that they are already buying underpriced, undervalued, provided on the platform where this leverage is, and then you make money between the two. And that for me is the easiest way. That's how I was able to get to 6 figures by doing that simple method. I didn't create a new product or anything like that. All I did was research what they were already buying. I purchased it undervalued, right? I put it on Amazon for the market price. And I put well, at the beginning, back in 2010, I reinvested the profits back into the business, right? And I see we got a like from Facebook, people tuning in. Oh, Doc, what's up with you? You up late on this Amazon talk, right? So yeah, y'all don't want to make it hard. Don't make it hard on yourself at all. Make it easy. It's what I did. It's no secret. I'm not anybody special. If you guys didn't know my story, right? Um, I was a fast food worker making $5.15 an hour. Working at Sonic Drive-In. I'm not sure if you guys have a Sonic Drive-In. Doc, what's good to you? What's good with you, Doc? Hopefully all is well on your end. Thanks for tuning in for this Amazon late night stream. Yeah, y'all. So I'm not anybody special. You guys can do the same thing. It's a basic business blueprint that you guys can implement and run this same exact play. Okay. So again, about myself, fast food worker, flipping burgers, and I stumbled upon this business opportunity, right? I became a teacher, still making less than $30,000 a month. And I just truly believe that God had something better for me. You know, I didn't feel like I was providing for my family properly. I just felt like man, it has to be more. This can't be it. That I go through college, I'm working fast food, and this is it, right? It has to be more. It has to be more. Struggling, behind on bills. You know, I know y'all probably got plenty of money, but I'm talking about, you know, my situation and where I came from. Till I stumbled upon this opportunity, right? And God just gave me the vision to scale it, to take it to the next level. So again, and Doc, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I might be one of the first entrepreneurs in our family. So yeah, we didn't really have any business experience or anything. So this is something, if it's the belief that's stopping you, if I can do it, I'm telling you, I'm not the smartest person in the world. You can absolutely run the play too. Again, the play is the attention is already on Amazon. Oh, and she said, absolutely. Thanks, thanks, thanks. So the attention and the leverage, remember the money formula, right? Money equals value times leverage. The value is it's already valuable. So the valuable is there. The issue is how do we source these valuable products under price or undervalue, right? Because again, like I said, in real estate, we make our money when we buy. We're going to make our money when we buy. So we're going to buy from over here. That's the arbitrage model. We're going to put it on Amazon where the leverage is, right? We're going to leverage all that attention. But because before we can get sales, what do you have to get? You have to have attention, right? You have to have attention, because if I have the latest, greatest thing, and nobody pays attention to me, guess what? My sales are going to be a big goose egg, right? I'm going to be struggling. Hey, y'all pay attention. So Amazon, again, has that like, know, and trust. They have the attention, right? So once you take a product that's undervalued, right, and you list it on the marketplace, it's like magic. It's like magic. You don't have to run any ads. You don't have to create any checkout systems. You don't have to do anything special. It's basically like a business in the box, right? So I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I've been over here a little over 30 minutes. Again, if you guys don't know, I'm hosting Amazon boot camp on February the 17th through the 19th. If you guys want to join in and learn more about this business, how I started, and how you guys can get that same blueprint to change your life. If you're looking to make an extra $30,000 to $50,000 while working your full-time job, I'm definitely going to give you that play. Or you can potentially, scale it past that and replace your 9 to 5. I'm not sure what you guys are making out there. But yeah, y'all tap in if that's what you want to do. Again, another video will be dropping around 10:15, 10:30. We'll premiere in the morning. Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Love y'all. Be blessed. See you tomorrow on the next one.